D-Gens, what's going on, guys? What's up? What's up? How's everybody doing? All right. Let's look at some charts, man. These charts are hitting harder than 10 DMX songs. What the hell's going on? All right. So, JASMY sitting on the 30-day SMA. Tested it as support, closed above it. But we wicked below it, but now we're back above it again. Can we hold the 30-day SMA? If I know. I guess we'll find out, right? Oh, man. Collapse to the downside. But the question is, are you going to be shaken out? Right? That's the question here, guys. Let's go over to the Bitcoin chart. See what Bitcoin's doing. All right, so we broke down below 101,000, which is what I was hoping would hold as support. Unfortunately, it did not. We closed below it. We closed literally right on the line here for $100,000, like literally pretty much right at $100,000. Wicked below it, sitting at 99,800 right now. I wouldn't, you know what, guys? I'm going to be honest with you here. I would not be shocked if we ended up having for the most part, like at least half of this candle here eaten up tomorrow before this current daily candle closes. I wouldn't be surprised to see us back up around 103,000 back into the green. I wouldn't be shocked to see that, guys. I would not be shocked to see that at all. See how the night goes, but Jerome Powell took a big steamer on the market, eh? Big old steamer. But that's the thing, though, guys, is that, I mean, most of us were not expecting, for rate cuts to happen in the first quarter of next year anyway, right? So I don't understand why everybody's pooping their pants when it comes to this. This is no big deal, man. No big deal at all. This is nothing. All right, let's have a look across the market, guys, at the crypto bubbles. I'm not shaking. I'm stirred, right? I'm like a James Bond drink over here, baby. Shaken, not stirred. Or stirred, not shaken. I'm not shaking, right? All right, so some DC opportunities, guys. I'm going to do some shopping tonight. Why the hell not, right? Why the hell not? Life gives you opportunities. You got to take them. I'm surprised XRP is holding at 225. So, yeah, some good opportunities, though, guys. I mean, really, I'm going to get on top of it. That's what she said. All right, let's get into the chat here, see what's going on. Big Kev, what's up, man? What is causing this pullback after we already had a 35% consolidation already? I understand why crypto is hard because this is frustrating, to be honest. That's exactly it, man. It's supposed to make you feel that way, brother, right? And here's the thing. Remember, the market will always dip, pull back just enough to make you think that it's over and you should get out, and then it goes parabolic, right? So, guys, as always, make sure you're hitting the like and subscribe to the channel. It helps the channel grow. It's the Christmas season. It costs you nothing. So help us out, man. Help us out. Help us grow. It would be greatly, greatly appreciated, right? Santa will give you something nice for Christmas. Heavy manipulation. Can anyone actually make money in crypto anymore? Yes, that is. Don't let the market get you down, man. Don't let the market get you down, my friend, right? It is all good in the hood. It's designed to make you feel that way. Don't fall for it, right? Hello, JASMY people. Aaron in the house. Time to start applying for fast food places. Yep, I got my I'm going to work at the mall after this. I'm going to play Santa Claus, but I shaved my beard, so I guess I got to put a fake one on. Charts dropping harder than Tupac verse. Yes, hitting harder than 10 DMX songs up in here. Venom, JASMY reverses is at reversal. Reserves are at 13 billion. It's actually lower than that, man. I got the numbers. I got the fries. It's actually 12.99. Slowly dropping. No problem, man. No problem. Crypto failure. I need green candles. I will beg. Me too, brother. Me too. H. Barbarina in the house. What do we got? GT, I'm done buying anything. These idiots can either dump or pump it, but I am not selling. No reason for this silly pullback. Well, I mean, yes, there kind of was a little bit of a reason. There was honestly a lot of longs at 102,000, which is why we pulled down to 101,000. The market liquidated all of those longs. Why we're pulling back further is because of Jerome Powell taking a big steamer on the market, right? So it was a combination of things, guys. But hey, guys, things happen fast in crypto. This market can recover in 2 days. By Monday, we could be back at 105, 106,000, right? So do not sweat it. Boomer, what's up, buddy? What's going on? Matt's in the house. Rodney, good to see you, brother. Good to see you. And that MF in the house. Absolutely, man. Justin, as always, stay patient, settle down, talk to so many people, and most are worried. Tell them all to relax. Yes, relax. Frankie says relax, baby. Are we still dropping? Time to buy a little more. That's what we do. Hope you guys have dry powder. Let's go, baby. Thinking about buying JASM. I would wait till tomorrow, man. Let's hear what this AMA with Hara is all about when it comes to that first. That's what I'm going to do. J1, I wouldn't until officially clarification is made. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Kev, I am mad and frustrated, but I did DCA into Jasmine. Love-hate relationship right now. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Beebs, what's up, buddy? Scam. Cruising with Borgie. What's going on, man? It dips our sales. Yes, exactly, man. Exactly. Good evening. Beebs, Turbo or Pepe? Turbo. I'm going to have to say Turbo at this point. I like Pepe, but Turbo. I may start some DCA and Christmas buys over a couple of days. Yes, we're going to have a Santa rally, guys. We're going to have a Santa rally. Let's freaking go, baby. All right, so we will go to 200K Bitcoin in a few weeks. That's when Gary is gone. The clown is leaving the building. 100% agree with you there, man. 100% agree with you there. Okay, so should we start getting into some of the news, guys? Let's get into some of the news. Let's see what's going on across the market. Dumb Money's here. What's going on, buddy? Ain't nothing but a thing. Yeah, exactly. It is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. And I'll watch the dry paint. Exactly, man. Exactly. Patience will make you a crypto millionaire. Yep, exactly. Thomas, how you doing, brother? How are you doing, man? Love the hats. Thank you very much, man. I was feeling festive, man. This market does not have me down at all. At all. Let's get into some of the news, guys. Let's get into some of the news. What do we got going on? We've seen a remarkable 900% rise since JASMY entered Binance's monitoring zone. During this time, we've secured significant partnerships, including one with Panasonic, and launched the J Blue Credit, a program directly connected to the Japanese government. Given these accomplishments, what more is needed to exit the monitoring zone? Over the past, JASMY has achieved more than a 75% of other projects in the space. This is no trivial endeavor. JASMY is a serious project. 100% JASMY EU, 100%. I feel you, man. I feel you. All right, what else do we have? GT's got a comment. This is really bugging me. Next Friday, it will futures and job data and more CPI, then Fed minutes. Round and round we go. They could be bullish, though. They could be bullish news. Just remember that, right? That could reverse. Well, I mean, the market will have reversed by then, but yeah, could be bullish. All right, what do we got? Advisors Capital, Joanne Feeney on her top stock picks. What is she talking about?
In the markets, and we don't have that much time, Joanne. We're joined by Joanne Feeney, Advisors Capital Management Partner and Portfolio Manager. You would buy these three stocks today. If I got that right?
Yeah, the three, Joe, we're talking about is Broadcom, Amazon, and on a riskier play, Target, which got beat up. But Broadcom is something that people think about now as an AI play, but it really needs to be thought of as a much broader, more diversified company than that, with leadership and product lines. We've owned it for clients since 2015, since I joined the firm, and it's a real testament to the value of long-term investing. Don't think about it just as AI. Optical interconnects, networking, server storage, security software, rising margin. They just execute so well on their acquisitions. Paying
How
down
about
debt ahead of
Amazon?
schedule.
Yeah. How about Amazon? Just a couple of, I mean, people know that.
Yeah, Amazon,
what
again,
a
we
winner.
think about it at Amazon Web Services, the value of what's going on in AI and cloud. But don't forget about the retail side, not just the gaining share that they're doing in online, the advertising and the logistics. And then Target, took a big hit with too many inventories, but those inventories are now going to pay dividends for the company.
Yeah, that was something, and you'd have to at this point, be giving Target the benefit of the doubt, because we saw that movie before and thought that those issues had been resolved, and apparently not. So how do you know that it doesn't come back to haunt you again in the future?
They definitely took a very cautious position by building up those inventories ahead of the threatened port strike. And that was a mistake, but they didn't want to be caught short during the holiday season. So you're right. Execution has been an issue for them. They've made some mistakes, but they're multiple. It's very attractive dividend over 3%. And it is a little bit of a show me story, but I think it's worth a position because of the defensive aspect of the company and its products as well.
Everything's going to zero. Screw it all. Screw it all. Everything's going to zero. All right, what do we got? What else do we got? Bitcoin price prediction. Can Bitcoin 2x to 200K? Bitcoin hit a new high of 108,000 recently. President-elect Donald Trump confirmed on December 12th that he would implement a Bitcoin strategic reserve. And there are also rumors about Russia adopting a similar plan. These developments have sparked discussions about how they could affect Bitcoin's price and other asset classes. Matthew Tuttle, CEO and CIO of Tuttle Capital Management, recently joined David Lin for a conversation. He explained that several factors contributed to Bitcoin's recent surge. Firstly, the approval of the spot Bitcoin ETFs was a game changer, allowing more people to invest in Bitcoin through traditional brokers. Additionally, Pump's pro-crypto stance has fueled enthusiasm, and he also explained that while short-term price corrections are inevitable after a parabolic rise, he remains confident that Bitcoin's long-term prospects and plans to buy on any dip. He prefers to analyze charts and pointed out that the $100,000 price level for Bitcoin is psychologically important, acting as a key support. If Bitcoin stays above this level, it could be positive, but if it drops below, it could be in the short term. That would be a signal of a bearish trend, which we have done. As for Bitcoin's future potential, Tuttle said predicting that its next move is difficult, but said it could continue to rise, with past cycles showing strong growth. When asked about Bitcoin's potential to 2x from current prices, he said that while the $100,000 jump to $200,000 may not happen overnight, it would be surprising to see Bitcoin at $200,000. It wouldn't be surprising to see Bitcoin at $200,000 next year. He also believes the key drivers will be central banks and companies increasing their involvement in Bitcoin. Tuttle predicts more corporations will add Bitcoin to their treasury reserves, which could positively impact the stock prices. He added that as Bitcoin becomes more accessible through ETFs, individual investors will grow more comfortable adopting it. Big things popping, little things stopping. All right, what else do we have? We're going to make sure we stay caught up with the chat here. It's dropping like a bad habit. It's dropping, like I said, harder than 10 DMX songs, baby. Magic Power in the house. BTC 98.8. Back up to 90, 99.5. Let's freaking go. Dropping like a rapper's britches at a Diddy party. Oh, man. Landwolf 0 times 67 is my favorite meme. J-Bond, jobs data CPI will be bullish. Last quarter, lots of jobs added. Should be fine. Yep, 100%. VTT face, man. This is how they shake you out. JASMY diamond hands for over 2 years now. It's not easy to watch that portfolio drop over 6 figures, but then I smile because he's still something. He's still something. He's still kicking. He's still going. Dumb money. Amazon makes a cool mill every 51 seconds. Christmas pump, hopefully. Absolutely, man. Yeah, they want to shake us out, but we can't be shook, man. We can't be shook. Damn, all from wanting to start an online. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But a 25 cut was already set. Should have been bullish last time. The market priced in that 25 basis point rate hike weeks ago. This last run, BTC went on Hertz alts bad. BTC went up. Yeah, concerned about why did that happen? What? Alts went down because Bitcoin's sucking all the air out of the room right now. Well, not right now. People are bailing on the market because they're scared. They're scared. Everything's going to zero. ICP, many say, is likely an early ETH right now. Nice. I got most of my 6.4K savings in it. Let's go, baby. Up. Ha, ha, ha. Some cry, some buy. Absolutely. CPI won't be fine next month because everyone is buying Christmas crap. I love Christmas crap. Diddy parties are like wine mixers. Angelo, what's up, buddy? Thanks for watching over on X. JASMY went down to 0.35 range. Yep, good DCA opportunity, guys. Good DCA opportunity, right? You know, the funny thing is I get people saying, oh, man, I wish JASMY would go back down into like the 3 cent range. And then it does, and they're not buying, right? Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Magic Power, the Chinese markets are just opening up, and after a half hour, the Bank of Japan interest rate decision will be announced. This could determine whether markets continue to decline or stabilize. Yeah, I think they're going to remain neutral, to be honest with you. I don't think that they're going to increase rates. They better not. They better not. Or I will do nothing about it except complain, because that's really all I can do about it. Right. What else do we have? Eleanor Tourette says a meeting with staffers from the SEC commissioners, Hester Pierce and Mark Ueda, this week. The Digital Chambers Token Alliance, including denouncing the 2018 Hinman speech as a day one priority for the corporation finance division, citing its lack of relevance to the Howey test, creating market confusion and improperly creating a winner/loser dynamic. The list of priorities for each of the SEC divisions is laid out in a timeline from day 1 to day 90 of the Donald Pump new administration, pinpointing policy changes that industry feels would help kickstart a new, more positive relationship between crypto market participants and the agency. Yes, how crazy is it? How would you feel as a human being, okay, as a human being, if once you left, you as an individual, you leave the agency, the SEC, and the credibility of the entire agency is renewed like a breath of fresh air because you're gone as one person? Could you imagine how damaging that must be to someone's self-esteem? Right? Like, Gary's leaving, and all of a sudden, now, because he's leaving, they have to set in this massive task of rebuilding trust and credibility in the agency. That's crazy. From one man. Could you imagine being that one man? You leave, and now the whole agency's reputation is completely destroyed because of what you did. Man, how do you sleep at night knowing you're that much of a loser at life, right? Holy crap. GT, sorry, Rob. I'm doing my best tonight, brother. Hey, GT, it's all good in the hood, man. It's not always easy for people, man. Just know that I got your back, man. I got your back, okay? I get the fries that'll cross your eyes. Touch some snow, man. You can't touch grass. Go touch some snow. You'll be fine, brother. You'll be fine. Everything's good. Like I said, 2 weeks from now, you're going to look back at this pullback and you're going to be like, man, that was a joke. That was a joke, right? Absolutely, man. I got you, man. I got you. H. Barbarina waiting for Patreon today. Like to know what are you swing trading? Yes, I actually, H. Barbarina, I actually mentioned in the Patreon chat over there what I was swing trading. So if you go check out what I posted in there, you will see what I am swing trading. PNG. All right, let's continue on with the news. What else do we have? Boom. What do we got? This pullback is pretty normal, guys. We've had 8 of them since October. Since October, we've had 8 of these corrections. Look, this is where we are right now, right here. Okay? Look at. Boom, 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 boom. We've had 8 of these since October, guys. October, November, December. We've had 3 months. We've had 8 of these corrections. You should be used to this. It shouldn't be bothering you at all, right? So maybe Sui gets back into $3. That would be cool, man. That would be a great DCA opportunity for sure. Where's Sui right now? Wait, where is Sui right now? Where is Sui? Why is it not popping up on my screen? Ah, here it is. $4.11. Yeah. Let's get that back down to $3 so I can stock up on some. Okay, what else do we have? Bitcoin drops for the first time in 4 days after Fed's disappointing rate cut. Bitcoin fell sharply for the first time in 4 days as markets reacted to the Fed Reserve's latest rate decision. The Apex crypto tumbled by as much as 5.3%, dropping, it's below $100,000 now. Traders spooked by the slower than expected pace of easing pulled back speculative bets, hitting Bitcoin and other riskier assets. The Fed's quarter-point rate cut on Wednesday was widely expected, but its forecast left markets cold, colder than a witch's armpit. You know what I was going to say, but I got to keep it PG. Officials projected the benchmark rate to fall to 3.75 to 4% in 2025, down from an earlier prediction of a full percentage point reduction. Morgan Stanley described the update outlook as much more hawkish than we'd anticipated. This cautious approach suggests the Fed is prioritizing inflation control over aggressive stimulus. Fed Chair Jerome Powell admitted that in December's decision was a closer call than previous ones. He said inflation was moving sideways while risks of the labor market had diminished. These comments signaled that the central bank might adopt a more restrained pace of easing moving forward. The policy change sent shockwaves through the global markets. U.S. Treasury yields climbed, with 2-year notes closely tied to the Fed policy rate raising to 0.08% points to 4.33. The dollar strengthened by 1% against a basket of major currencies, and while Wall Street S&P 500 dropped by 1%, risk assets, including Bitcoin, bore the brunt of the recalibration. The Fed rate cuts have been framed as part of the broader recalibration of monetary policy aimed at curbing inflation. Officials raised their estimates of the neutral rate, one that neither stimulates nor constrains the economy, to 3%, up from 2.5% a year ago. Revised forecasts showed the Fed expects core inflation, which excludes food and energy prices, to reach 2.5% in 2025 and 2.2% in 2026. These figures are slightly higher than earlier projections. Meanwhile, the unemployment rate is expected to hold steady at 4.2%. 3% over the next 3 years. Markets were already on the edge following a September decision where Fed Governor Michelle Bowman dissented, marking the first internal opposition to rate cuts since 2005. The December move, though expected, came amid continuous debate among officials about inflation trajectory. The Fed preferred inflation gauge, the core personnel consumption expenditure price index, rose at an annual rate of 2.8% in October. Powell described this phase as a new process in the Fed's approach, explaining that future rate cuts would require a higher bar for approval. The Fed's goal remains clear: bring inflation back to 2% without derailing the labor markets or broader economy. How about stop derailing my bag? How about that? AK, what do you think about Blue Zell now that Binance is delisting it? I never heard that Binance was delisting it. I didn't know that. Interesting. I guess there's got to be a reason for it, right? I probably wouldn't buy any if it's delisting it. Dang, Bitcoin falls below 100K and still dropping. Oh, it's back at 99.3. Not bad, right? We can take it. We can take it, guys. Come on, right? Come on. Suck it up, Buttercup. In the absence of a daily close above 101K, the 101K could instead turn into a new resistance. Oh, that's what we want to hear. Doing so could kickstart a chain of events where Bitcoin starts to lose support level by level. Upcoming daily close will likely tell all. Rect Capital feeling bearish. What are we going to do? Paul Pui? Leaving your Bitcoin on exchanges allows them to lend it out to short sellers who push the price down.
All right, Paul, I'm just a degen. I just want price to go up. I don't care about privacy. I don't care about censorship resistance. Just make Bitcoin go up. Make Ethereum go up. Make whatever token go up. So can I just leave it on FTX and trade it? Well, there's a little known fact. How many people here have ever owned gold? Quite a few of you. And have you ever stored it with a gold custodian? Anybody? Few. So if you stored it with a gold custodian, by and large, you probably paid a good amount of fees to store that gold. This guy's probably had some gold. Notice that no one's really charging you to store your Bitcoin on an exchange. Put it on there and you're like, well, great. But it costs money to store money. Storing money is not free. You got to pay for the security and all the people involved, all the audits. So why is it free to store on so many different exchanges? Just like storing money in a bank account where it's free, where they actually give you money, they have to use that money. They use that money to make money. One of the best ways that banks use your money is to lend it out. That makes sense. People borrow it, they buy homes, buy cars. In the crypto world, if they lend it out, who in the world wants to borrow the crypto? It's so dangerous. You want to borrow Bitcoin, borrow one Bitcoin, I got to pay it back. And if I pay it back, that Bitcoin is very likely to be a higher value, which makes it very costly to pay back that loan. So one of the things they do is loan it out to people that simply dump it, which is a short seller. So if you want price to go up, but you're leaving it in a custodial exchange, there's a high likelihood of you lending it. You're effectively lending your crypto to someone who wants to drive the price down.
You son of a gun. I knew it. Guys, listen, okay? Our timeline has not changed. If you're feeling negative right now, if you're down and out, guys, the top of the market is not supposed to be until between the middle of September and the middle of October of next year. Your timeline hasn't changed. If you were you, answer me this question. Were you planning on selling your crypto in December? Were you planning on selling it this weekend? Then who cares if there's a pullback if you weren't selling it, right? If your timeline is between March and October of next year, which it should be, right? Then who gives a crap if it's down right now? You weren't selling right now anyway, so who cares, right? Sit back, relax, grab some eggnog, man. Watch some Home Alone or some Elf or whatever Christmas movie you like. Maybe some Harry Potter. Harry Potter's a Christmas movie. I don't care what you say, okay? And just chill. It's all good, man. It's all good. All right, what else do we have? Crypto Quant, JASMY total supply, 12.99 billion left on exchanges, guys. The reserve for JASMY continues to plummet to the downside. Get it while it's hot. Not financial advice. 3 whales bought 1,153 Bitcoin worth $119.3 million today. Whales are buying the dip. That is right, my friend. Whales are buying. Are you? Hara tweeted out this from Junction, building an environment where idle devices can work. Junction GPU pools, which propose a new style, is about to be launched, guys. Pretty soon you are going to be able to register your idle GPUs to provide to the network, guys, and get paid in JASMY coin. So there you go, right? There you go. There you have it, Rabbit. All right. So what is House of Crypto saying? Probably the same thing I'm saying. He says, if today scares you, then turn off your phone, laptop, go outside. Trust me, doing nothing is far better than what your mind is telling you to do. If you can feel brave, then buy the dips. Thank me later. Absolutely, guys. Absolutely. Just chill. Look at this. More bullish news as we have Hong Kong giving out more licenses. Hong Kong SFC approves and lists 4 new Bitcoin and crypto trading platforms, guys, which means more liquidity about to come into the market from the East. What else do we have? Michael Vandepop says, during corrections, the altcoins are actually bouncing upward against Bitcoin. Ethereum Bitcoin shows that it's acting stronger than Bitcoin, as it's not drawn down as much. I expect altcoins to do a rally once Bitcoin consolidates. That would be absolutely super fantastic. Super fantastic. Check this out, guys. Listen, Elizabeth Warren, she thinks that Trump should dig into the fact that there is conflicts of interest for Elon Musk. This is what she thinks. And what we're saying here to her is, that's how it goes, baby. That's how it goes. Elizabeth Warren, shut your face. All right, what else do we have? This is just funny, guys. Wheel of Fortune.
Bitches in the future?
Good night, everyone. Thank you. This is Wheel of Fortune, Joe.
Bitcoin is the future.
Yeah, that's right.
Bitches in the future. Oh, man, I love it. I love it. All right, what else do we have? Facts. What's up, buddy? I don't care if Bitcoin goes down to 90K. Only thing that matters for alts is Bitcoin dominance. Agreed, brother. Agreed. I need some shots to forget about this. Shots. Whose house? Drew's house. 22 million XCN, 1 million JASMY, 1,000 ICP. I'm ready for this bull run to start, baby. Big things popping, little things stopping. Dumb money. I've seen nowhere where you can stop them from lending your assets. Simple. Keep it off exchanges. Cold storage wallet, brother. Shadow Lord. Eggnog with some brandy. Sounds good right about now. Absolutely, man. Going back up, we will be fine. Yes, exactly. Yeah, we're back up to 3 cents, 622. We continue to climb to the upside. Matt Hogan, CIO of Bitwise Investment, says the U.S. Strategic Bitcoin Reserve could push Bitcoin to 500,000 dollarinos.
Bitcoin has enjoyed this incredible run, Matt. As we look ahead now to 2025, 12 months from now, Matt, it's December 2025. We're talking here. Bitcoin is where, Matt?
We're talking here, Matt.
It's great to be here. We're going to have the same conversation that Bitcoin has had an incredible run. We expect Bitcoin to be up above $200,000 by this time next year. There are just 3 irrepressible sources of demand driving the market. You have ETFs that are vacuuming up Bitcoin. You have public companies like MicroStrategy vacuuming up Bitcoin. And now we're talking about governments vacuuming up Bitcoin. At the end of the day, it comes down to supply and demand. There's too much demand, not enough supply. And so I think the price goes higher in 2025.
I mean, Matt, rarely, though, do you see demand for an asset so sustained over this kind of a time period, right? Does it need new catalysts, or I mean, is this effectively just a momentum trade with nothing really to stop it?
Well, I think the real story is people just wake up to Bitcoin at different paces. We saw retail investors get there first. We've seen companies and financial advisors get there. We're starting to see institutions get there. And once they realize that Bitcoin's not going away, that it belongs in a portfolio, they have to get off zero, get to 1%. BlackRock now says 2%. So it's just this cascading series of educational breakthroughs that brings new people into the market. Look, Bitcoin is now a global macro asset. It's a few $1 trillion. Pretty much every investor should have some, and we still have a large number of investors to go. That's why I think this is maybe a momentum trade. Maybe it's a one-off introduction, but we're still early in that journey. We have many quarters to go.
In terms of potential catalysts, Matt, I got to ask you about Trump and his support for this idea of a Bitcoin strategic reserve, Matt. What do you make of that? What do you think the odds are that actually happens? If it did happen, what would it mean for the price?
Yeah, I'll answer that last one first. If we do get a Bitcoin strategic reserve where the government is buying Bitcoin, and there's a bill from Senator Lummis that had the government buy 1 million Bitcoin, $200,000 Bitcoin is going to be looking quaint. You're going to be looking at $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 Bitcoin. It's just too big a story because governments all around the world would have to do it. When this initial idea was floated, I was somewhat skeptical of it, but over the months, it hasn't gone away. In fact, we continue to see leaders in the Trump administration suggest that they're open to it. I still think, maybe it's less than a 50% chance, but it's not zero. And again, if it happens, or if we start to see it happening in other countries, you're going to see, a rip up in Bitcoin that will make 2024 look pretty docile in comparison.
And one of the other predictions that you have for the coming year is that Coinbase is going to be a big beneficiary here. So big a beneficiary, then it's going to surpass Schwab in terms of brokerage size. Talk us through how you get from here to there.
Yeah, right now it's about half the size of Charles Schwab, and we think it could reach that and more. Coinbase is this really unique opportunity because there was so much regulatory suppression over the past few years. Coinbase hasn't had major competitors bubbling up to challenge it. It's sort of had a degree of regulatory capture, if you can believe it. And as a result, it's been able to sustain its high margins in brokerages and then layer on things like stable coins, like its layer 2 network base. It's executing extremely well. It has a limited competitive environment, and it's in an industry that's growing 100% year over year. When you add those three things together, you'll see this vault up the spectrum. It'll also help if it gets into the S&P 500 and you see institutions buying it broadly. But I think it's a really unique situation driven by the fact that there was so much regulatory uncertainty. It cleared the competitive path, and now it's going to reap those rewards and build really, maybe an unassailable position leading this industry in the US.
500K Bitcoin. Sign me up, man. Sign me up. This was the S&P 500 today, guys. Look at that. Boom. Wasn't just crypto. Jay Powell just took a big old steamer right on our faces. Everybody, woosah. We are crypto millionaires. Yeah, you're not broke. You're pretty rich, guys. Okay. Siga says, like, share, and subscribe. Yes, please. Yes, please. Dustin, don't panic. Diamond hands, Rob, DCA that. Yes, exactly. When is Jerome Powell getting fired? Yep. Yeah, he took a big steamer on us and he didn't even wipe. He just walked away with a big old smile on his face. What else do we have? So let's go have a look at the Dixie and the Bitcoin dominance, shall we? All right. So if you can see here, Bitcoin, the DXY, she's pumping, man. The dollar is pumping. That's very detrimental to the crypto market and risk on assets. We go over to Bitcoin dominance, and she's pumping pretty good too. So we'll see what happens here. Bitcoin should recover. We're back up over $100,000 now for Bitcoin, guys. We're almost back at 3.7 for JASMY. So we're starting to stabilize. We're starting to come back a little bit. Magic Power pullbacks are essential and a sign of the market strength and healthy. We're on the verge of an explosive alt season in the crypto market. In my view, we're about to witness one of the strongest, if not the strongest, altcoin seasons in history. Massive surge imminent, big things popping, little things stopping. Magic Power's got the fries that'll cross your eyes. Absolutely. Rob, what's your turbo price prediction for 2025? Let's say 10 cents. I'll give it 10 cents. 10 cents for turbo. Do it now. All right, what do we got here, guys? What else? Let's go back over to the Bitcoin chart. We're all caught up on the chat, guys. I got one more clip for you here, okay? I got one more. David Schwartz discusses why he's optimistic about the new Trump administration.
When you think about the new administration, the incoming administration in the U.S., how do you think that will impact Ripple's sort of targets, goals, or the use of XRP Ledger moving forward?
I'm extremely optimistic, not just for Ripple and the XRP Ledger, but for the entire cryptocurrency space in the United States. I travel internationally. I go to conferences. I talk to a lot of people in the United States and a lot of small, medium-sized projects, and it's always depressing to me when I have to tell them, like, stay away from the United States. Like, if you want to be able to sleep at night, don't launch. You'll see projects that have they say, oh, this project is not supported if you're in one of these 3 countries, and it's like North Korea, Libya, and the United States. Like, that's a hell of a list to be on. I'm excited for that to become, for the regulation in the United States to become rational and people to know what the regulation is. From the point of view of Ripple and the XRP, well, Ripple's been in litigation with the SEC, so I'm hoping, I think that was probably going to end this year, next year regardless, but I'm hoping that like a more rational administration will end some of that. Also, we've had to focus both our hiring and our customer acquisition and even some of our development overseas as a company. And that's not going to change. We're not going to dial that back. There's no reason to. That's been remarkably successful. We still want to see that happen. But we've had to not do that in the United States. So I'm hoping that we'll be able to expand, particularly we have an institutional product called Ripple Payments. That's a licensed payment product in the United States. And one of the obstacles has been sort of soft pressure. I'm sure you guys have heard stories about companies that have said they wanted to do something that connected with crypto or blockchain, like institutions, and government entities have come back and said, hey, like, if you're doing that, then we're gonna give you trouble in other places. So that's kind of been a headwind that we're hoping will go away, and I think that will benefit the entire space. I'm just looking forward to a more level playing field. The administration had said things about Bitcoin and said things about ETH and then just kind of stopped talking. And it's just, nobody knew what the rules were. And so I'm hoping that we'll get some kind of predictability. And so we'll comply with the rules if we know what they are. The problem is when nobody can tell us what they are and they're just like exercising this sort of extra legal soft pressure where they just tell companies, hey, you probably shouldn't do this without like any, not that it's illegal, just that kind of pressure. And so I'm hoping that environment will get a lot better.
Hell yeah, it will. Hell yeah, it will. All right, what else do we have? Market's starting to turn around a little bit, guys. A little bit of a bounce back happening. Let's go over to Bitcoin. Boom. There we go. Back up over $100,000. We got to get over 101,000. We don't want that to start to act as a level of resistance. We got to break above. Break above, baby. Maurice, I'm a little scared. What? I'm a scared little bear now. This is my 3rd cycle. They make me poop my pants each time. John, you a quant fan? Yes, I am a can of quant. Yes, I am, John. I am a fan of quant. Absolutely, man. To be fair, Powell has done a good job, but today was BS. Yes. Sun shines on even a dog's ass sometimes, right? 30 to 50 trillion all on the XRP Ledger trading on your DEX end of 2025. Absolutely. Big things coming for the XRP Ledger. I agree with that 100%, my brother. 100%. All right. Do we have anything else going on, guys? Listen, I'm going to be live. Over on the Patreon shortly, guys. So get over to the Patreon if you want to continue chatting live. If you need help creating your exit strategy, your profit-taking plan, if you don't know what you're doing in the market, guys, if you've never done it before, join us. We're going to go live. We're doing a group video call in about 25 minutes over on the Patreon. You can schedule your one-on-one coaching sessions with me. I promise I'm not crazy. So book those, and yeah, we'll get you in. We'll see what's going on, guys. We'll help you out. We'll help you build an exit strategy, a profit-taking plan. Do not get stuck holding your crypto through the next bear market. John says, haha, can't. Yes, I'm a Canaquant. Thanks for sharing this story. Hey, Stefan, I'll always share your story, brother. You are part of the family, my brother. GT, Rob, why did Powell even mention he can't hold BTC? Because he was asked. Someone specifically asked him that question. However, what I would say in response to that, though, guys, is that that doesn't mean that that rule can't be changed and likely will be changed by pro-crypto president Donald Trump, right? You think something like that's going to stop him from changing a rule or making a rule or whatever that they can hold Bitcoin? So, yeah, I mean, I think Powell just tries his best to stay as neutral as possible. It can't be easy to try to sound neutral in his position, right? That's got to be difficult. You got to admit, right? You got to admit it. But yeah, anyway, guys, I will be live over on the Patreon, like I said, in about 20, 25 minutes. Get over there. The link is in the chat. It's in the pinned comments. It's in the description. I will see you guys live in the group video call over there. You can get your questions answered in real time. We'll help you figure this all out, guys. If you are, even if you're like sitting there, I should DCA. If you need help figuring it out, guys, get over to the Patreon. I'll help you out. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. And I will see you guys over on the Patreon in about 25 minutes. Peace.